third graders. Today, you are going to need your math packet. And you're going to need this first page here entitled Division Practice. So push pause if you need to and run and get that. Today is our first math lesson online. And we are looking at division, just like it says. So we're going to be learning to use division strategies to solve division equations. Got a few choices here. We have arrays or area models. We could also think about fact families and what we know about multiplication and how multiplication and division go hand in hand. We could also skip count. Think about equal groups. So let's go through a few equations together. So at the top of this worksheet, you can see I've put a box around 15 divided by 3. So I'm going to write that at the top of my page. 15 divided by 3 equals box. So a couple different ways we could go about solving this. One of our strategies, let's just start with skip counting. All right, write that over here, skip counting. Now, what number would we be skip counting by? Exactly, 3's. And what number would we stop at? Yep, 15. So I've written 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. How many times did we skip count to get to 15? Skip count by 3. Yes, exactly. 5 times. So 15 divided by 3 equals, ta-dam, 5. So that's one of our division strategies. Another strategy we could use is to draw a picture. So how many do we have total? Yep, we still have 15 total. So we could use, instead of drawing a picture, I'm actually going to use my tiles. Now, I know you might be saying, I don't have tiles. Hey, do you have Cheerios or beans or rice? Because that would work just the same as tiles. I have tiles because I'm at school. So I am going to count out 15 tiles. Okay? So I got 15 tiles here. Now, it says I need to divide them into 3 equal groups. So I got 15 tiles, 1 group, 2 group, 3 group. And I just start adding to my groups. They just have to be equal, right? Let's see. Are those equal? Yep. So I've got 3 equal groups. Now, how many are in each group? Yep. Still 5. Now this kind of brings us to an array model or an area model. If we just scooch these guys together, look at that. We have an array or an area model that is 15 divided by 3 equals 5. Bam, we did it. Okay, so let's look at another equation. If you'll move down the page to question 2, where it says, solve the problems below. We're looking at the story problems at the bottom. Show your thinking in words, numbers, or sketches. Words, numbers, or sketches. So I could draw a picture if I wanted. Mr. C has a collection of stamps. He has 45 total stamps, with 9 stamps on each page. How many pages of stamps does he have? So what are we trying to find out? Yeah, how many pages of stamps? How many stamps do we know there are? Yes, 45. It tells us that, right? Okay, so we know the total. So we want to start with that equation with with 45, right? Divided by, do we know the numbers divided by? Let's read it again. Mr. C has a collection of stamps. He has 45 total stamps with 9 stamps on each page. How many pages? So we know we can divide it by 9 and find out how many pages. Okay, so again, I have my tiles, and I'm going to count out 45 tiles. That's a lot of tiles. You could count out Cheerios or Fruit Loops or beans or, I don't know, marbles. They might roll around on you though. Okay, so I've got 45 stamps, and I know that I have 9 stamps on each page. So I'm going to divide those 45 tiles into equal groups. What should be the size of that group? Yes, 9, exactly. You'll see how many groups you end up with, okay? Now, that might look like an array. So if I know the group has 9 in it, I'm going to draw a part of an array here. I'll show you in just a sec. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I quick drew part of an array. So I've got one group of 9, two group of 9. Now I know that 9 plus 9 equals what? Yep, 18. So I'm going to double that array, okay, because I know I'm going to need at least that many because I'm counting up, essentially, to what number? Yep, 45. Okay, so now I've got an, oops, it doesn't look very even. We're just going to pretend. Okay, got another 9 and 9. So again, 9 and 9 is 18. Okay, so here's what my array looks like now. So 18 plus 18 is 36. Uh-oh. I have one group, 2, 3, 4. It looks like I need one more row of 9 in my array to be, so I got 9 here, so 36 plus 9 equals 45. Okay, so how many groups? Yep, 5 groups. So in this equation, how many pages? So that would be 5 pages. Okay, so we've talked about two different models, skip counting and array. The last strategy I want to remind you of is my favorite, and I think it might be yours too, especially if you've been practicing your multiplication facts. So if you know that, let's use this first one for an example. Okay, so this first equation here was 15 divided by 3. I know that 3 times what number is 15? I know that 3 times 5 is 15. So I can use what I know about fact families and how multiplication and division go together to solve this equation as well. So 45 divided by 9. Well, I don't maybe know what that is, but I do know that 9 times 5 is 45. So remember our fact families. I'm looking for a different colored pen. Remember with fact families how we looked at the triangles that were missing a number? Actually, I'm going to skip that, and I'm going to write what we, no. Yeah, I'm going to, so we have 45 divided by 9 equals 5. Then we have 45 divided by 5 equals 9. Okay, now we could also fill in our multiplication, right? Then we know 9 times 5 equals, and 5 times 9 equals. What I was saying about the triangle, remember the assignment where we had 5, okay, today the numbers that we knew were 9 and 45. So if we know that 45 divided by 9 equals 5, then we know all of the fact family equations here to help us out. Okay, so today we reviewed our strategies for division. Keep practicing your multiplication and division. Finish this page and take a picture of it for your teacher and send it.